Hey everybody, it's Molly. I'm so glad you're here to join me. And today I'm coming to talk to you about my top 10 tips for relieving stress to help lower cortisol levels and balance your nervous system, along with improving your metabolic health. So my top 10 tips, number one is to come outside and just breathe the fresh air. And there is a thing called pine bathing, just walking in nature, and grounding, which is what I'm doing now. So you just want to, I can't even see my feet. Take off your shoes and walk on the soil, and just really need to spend about 20 to 30 minutes a day when you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, and come out and just walk on the soil, on the grass, get those nutrients. We need them for our body, but it really just helps to settle you and to ground you. So do that. You'll be absolutely amazed. And I'm putting my camera back up here so I can talk. Smile. I mean, I'm always smiling, right? But smiling actually sends endorphins to the brain. It's kind of that fake it till you make it. But if you can't, I highly encourage you to join a laugh yoga class. It's hysterical. Think about when somebody's laughing, you can't help but laugh along with them, right? It's hilarious. It's so good for you. So laugh with me. If you need me, call me. I'd like to also encourage you to do some simple things like everyday mindfulness. Mindful eating is so incredibly important because we're always on the go, rush. And if we don't have good habits around eating, we tend to just grab anything, shove it down. We don't chew enough. We literally need to chew 30 chews because we're stimulating some pre-digestive enzymes so that you digest your food properly. It helps your metabolic health that way. But it also calms the nervous system. And the main thing for recovery and for doing better and for increasing your metabolic health is digestion. And we're going to talk more about that later. I'd like to challenge you to do something like I do, which is to use doorways as my symbol, my reminder, my visual reminder to incorporate mindfulness. So whenever I see a doorway, I just take a pause and a deep breath, and notice where you're feeling stress. Are you feeling it in your shoulders? Are you frowning? If you're feeling it in your gut, maybe you did eat too fast, right? Or maybe you need to eat. So notice where you're feeling your tension. Just acknowledge it. Don't try and chase it away. Just recognize it, experience it, welcome it. Oh, there you are. There's that overwhelm. There's that stress that I'm familiar with. It's a familiar feeling. Just acknowledge it, and it'll just go away. So mindfulness using a doorway, box breathing, taking a deep breath on the count of 4 through your nose, hold it at the top, and breathe out again. And we're going to get more into some breath work techniques as we go on this 90-day transformation. It's exciting. Early morning, first morning sunlight, direct sunlight. So if you have glasses like mine, take them off. You want a good 15-20 minutes of morning sunlight directly into your eyes. It will not burn your skin, but it helps to get your cortisol levels spiked early in the day so that you have the energy that you need for the day, and then you can relax as the day goes by. Now we're going to talk about sleep routines later in the transformation, but start with your early morning walk for stress and relaxation. Meditation, gratitude. If you can't find anything to be grateful for, you can always be grateful for the fact that you're breathing and you woke up this morning, and that there are trees out and there are birds out, and hopefully the sun is shining. So there's always something to be grateful for. And it's been proven, research has shown having gratitude boosts your endorphins in your brain and helps to calm and reduce your stress. Connecting with others. So being on this transformation with a group, you're right there. You're already doing something to help improve your stress and your mindfulness. get good restorative sleep. And we're going to talk a lot about that in the future. So I hope you'll join me when I do my webinar in October on how to get good restorative sleep. And then lastly, one of my favorites is to stimulate the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve, if you're not familiar, sorry about my camera, your vagus nerve runs from your brain to your gut. It's so critically important, which is why it's very important also to chew and to have proper digestion. So some things you can do to stimulate the vagus nerve, which is then sending signals back to the brain and back to the gut. You can gargle for 5 times for 30 seconds. You can use that with your On Guard mouthwash. You can use a tongue depressor and just kind of stimulate that gag reflex. You can hum for 2 to 3 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day. There's so many things you can do to stimulate the vagus nerve, and it's such a great way to reduce your stress. We have to get ourselves out of that sympathetic nervous system into that parasympathetic state so that we're calm and relaxed, and that's where true healing comes in. So stick around, stay till the end of the 90 days so that you can get more tips and tricks. Have an amazing rest of the 90 days.